You know, it was almost 40 years ago that two Bell Labs scientists made one of the most important discoveries in the history of astrophysics as they used a giant antenna to detect the sound of the Big Bang.
The antenna was named a National Historic Landmark in the 1980s, but with the property owner moving to redevelop the site, there are concerns about its future.
News 12's Brian Donohue went to Holmdel to take a look.
Amazing. I don't know, I'm just blown away by how cool it is.
Today I'm on Crawford Hill, highest point in Monmouth County, in a spot where almost 60 years ago, humans' understanding of the universe changed forever. It's the old Bell Labs horn antenna, which in 1964 first picked up background cosmic radiation that confirmed the theory of the Big Bang. One noted physicist called it the most important thing anyone had ever seen. Ralph Blumenthal with the group Friends of Holmdel Open Space says if you were to rank U.S. historic sites by importance,
number one is Independence Hall, the founding of our nation. Number two is this Crawford Hill with the horn antenna, with the confirmation that our universe started with a Big Bang.
But this site also happens to be in a corner of the universe known as New Jersey. And what could be more positively New Jersey than a place of cosmic significance being bought by a developer who has succeeded in getting the town to study whether, maybe some way they could build townhomes or something else here. Property owners Crawford Hill Holdings LLC asked the township for a study on whether this 42-acre tract could be declared an area in need of redevelopment. The Township Committee okayed the study last month, setting off a big bang of concern among residents, preservationists, and science buffs. 5,900 people from Holmdel to Hong Kong have signed a petition decrying what organizers call plans to remove or move the antenna and build high-density housing. They're calling for the space to be preserved as a park.
And when we look at it in terms of other sites, like Plymouth Rock, for instance. Would anyone conceive of moving that to a different location? I doubt it.
Heightening their worries is a lack of info on what the property owner has in mind. I couldn't reach Crawford Holdings LLC. The mayor's been quoted saying he'd like to preserve the site, but the town's limited in what it can do with private property. The antenna was built by Bell Labs to detect radio waves bouncing off early satellites, but scientists Robert Wilson and Arno Penzias found persistent noise in all parts of the sky. The same noise other physicists were predicting had to be out there if the Big Bang theory were true. Penzias and Wilson, who still both live locally, won the 1978 Nobel Prize in Physics for the discovery. And even the pigeon trap used to clear the antenna of pigeons is on display at the Smithsonian's Air and Space Museum. But for now, the giant cosmic looking glass itself sits here. One of the greatest tools humans have ever had to investigate the past, facing its own uncertain future.
I'm Brian Donohue. This is Positively New Jersey.